4 valves closed. Number 3 and 4 stabilized. Start number 1 and 2. Number 1 and 2 valves open. And 2. Oil pressure. Fuel on. Number 1 and 2 valves closed. Number 1 and 2 stabilized. After start checklist. Start checklist complete. Good speed, 07. Taxi runway 24. Roger. Taxi runway 3. Pressure normal. Left 10.
It is Universal Century 0079, March 11th. The second Earth descent operation has begun. Our objective is to bring the North American territory under our control. Captain Garma Zabi will be the commander in charge of capturing North America.
I'm honored to be commander of such outstanding soldiers and in charge of capturing the North American territory.
I don't need to explain to you the importance of this operation. We will conquer North America to establish a base from which we can move to take over Jaburo, the Federation's general headquarters in South America. Let's strangle the Federation by the throat! I wish you all the best of luck. Over.
Fenrir Fangs. I see you're all here. Now, our mission is to descend ahead of the main forces and secure an airbase as a beachhead for the invasion of the North American region. The HLV will drop us off close to the enemy airbase. We will move in at once to take over the base before the enemy has a chance to organize a counterattack. Our intelligence has located the enemy headquarters. It's here. There are numerous lookouts situated at the base. If you're spotted by a lookout, you'll divulge our location and the enemy will call in their defense troops. It's vital that you destroy those lookouts first. We think the enemy will be mainly using Type 61 tanks, but do not underestimate this vehicle's power. We have also detected several Medea craft along the landing strip. There's no reason you should let them get away. Either destroy the aircraft before they take off, or seize the control tower. Our first objective, take over the base headquarters. Second objective, eliminate the base's defense troops. And third objective, seize the control tower. The key to this operation is speed. We must not give the enemy a chance to organize. This will be your first battle as the Midnight Fenrir. You must improve on your performance during basic training. Over.
Give us a status report.
Blue team, all clear.
Red team, all clear.
All right, commence operation.
The enemy! Enemy attack! Why didn't we notice them before we got this close?
Checking our final target. What's this? Analyzing data. This is Big Tray.
Ooh la la. Seriously, some intelligence job. It'd help if people could do their job properly.
Commander, it's impossible with our battle strength. I think we should retreat.
All teams, continue with your mission. Destroy Big Tray. It's like a spaceship, only earthbound. It's no threat if we strike near its blind spot. Fight as you would against a battleship.
Commander!
Now that the enemy's unprepared, we must seize this opportunity to destroy it. We don't have the luxury of waiting for backup. Go get him.
Confirmed defeat of final target. Sir, we have a communication from the enemy commander.
Wait! Don't shoot! We surrender!
We accept the enemy's request to surrender.
Roger. The remaining enemy troops have begun disarming. All teams are ordered to guard the secured area until our main forces arrive.
Our mission was a success. We managed to take over the airbase while keeping the facilities intact for our use. We also proved that a surprise attack could be carried out by a small mobile suit unit. And, even on land, the team could still be quite effective. With the aid of carpet bombing by the Gao attack carriers, we've caused extensive damage to New York. All that's left to do now is to wipe out their remaining military strength. On the other side of the continent, our invasion force was advancing to California base, but has been stalled by the enemy's persistent resistance.
Thanks to your efforts, we have secured most of New York. All that is left to do is to take out the remaining forces. The North American operation has been proceeding according to plan. However, there are some areas of concern. For instance, here. The troops attempting to secure California base are facing heavy resistance from the enemy's defense unit. Reinforcements will be sent as soon as mop-up operations in New York are complete. In the meantime, we'll send your unit. Your mission is to break through this point. It is known to be the heaviest defense line in this area.
I trust that your unit will succeed. The leader of the invasion force will give you details when you arrive. Over.
Break through.
My troops are attempting to break through the final defense line of California base. The enemy has set gun turrets in several crucial locations. They've formed a perimeter to protect their base. Besides, we're having a really hard time with their fighter copters. This has been a devastating blow for us. Our casualties are on the rise. That's why I've requested the support of a mobile suit unit. But I certainly hope your unit's war record is reliable. Well, never mind. Just get us through the defense line. I'm counting on you to get results.
Our Allied troops attacking California base have found it tough to break the enemy's powerful defense line. We haven't even been able to provide adequate air support because of the presence of anti-aircraft units situated within the base. Therefore, our mission is to infiltrate the enemy defense line at the assigned area and provide an opening for our Allied troops. In the first stage of our plan, we will descend at a point just outside the enemy's air defense territory. This is where the enemy's defense line is weakest. We'll force our way through this area and position ourselves behind the enemy. While we attack from behind, our Allied forces will advance across the defense line. In order to camouflage our movements, our Allied troops are expected to launch a diversionary frontal attack at the precise moment we break through the enemy defense line. I don't need to emphasize the fact that any delay in this operation will cause greater casualties to our allies. We must proceed quickly. Over.
I will be the operator filling in for Ensign Charlotte. A pleasure to work with you.
All units, move out. Destroy all fighter copters. Protect our allies from aerial attacks.
Roger.
Confirmed. Destruction of gun turret group.
We finally breached the enemy defense line. I thank you for your support.
Roger. We confirm advancement of Allied troops past the defense line.
All right. Mission complete. We'll pull back and await further orders. We made a hole in the enemy's perimeter. Our Allied troops took advantage of our success and overran other weakened areas, thereby collapsing the rest of the enemy defense line. They've advanced to the next stage of the invasion, and we will soon join them in capturing California base. force in charge of capturing California Base successfully broke through the powerful enemy defense line with our unit's valuable assistance. All that's left is to secure California Base. A passage leading into the enemy base was discovered during our last battle. In the next mission, our team will work independently and use this passage to sneak into the enemy's underground facilities.
You all did a fabulous job. It's only a matter of time before we take over California Base. I'd like to inform you of a hidden route found during our last battle. Our analysis indicates that it's a former underground water vein now being used as a passage. We presume that at the end of the passage are caves, where you will find the underground facilities of California Base. Leave the fighting above ground to the main forces. What I want you to do is use the passage and head to the underground facilities. It will lead you straight to a factory. It's important that you do everything you can to avoid destroying the facilities. I understand how difficult this is, but I trust that your unit will succeed, even under such constraints. Good news. We discovered Zaku's aboard the Medea we had captured earlier. I ordered the crew to dispatch them to you, along with pilots. Consider it a parting gift. Good luck.
Shock troops. We discovered a passage during our last battle. Further analysis indicate that it leads to the underground facilities of California Base. Judging from its condition, we're presuming that the facilities are built within an existing cave. We've confirmed that there is no water at our entry point. We should have no difficulty entering the passage in our mobile suits. Given the fact that this was a water vein, there's a very good chance that the facilities are an underground dock. In any case, who would have guessed there'd be a cave located here? Mother Earth is full of surprises. Our objective is to enter the enemy facilities through the underground passage and capture all important facilities and any of the submarines. We have the technology to build submarines, but unfortunately we lack the manufacturing plants to construct them in the space colonies. Gaining control of their shipyard and any submarines is crucial if we are to successfully advance through our missions and secure our place on Earth. We will coordinate our movement with the units above ground and sneak into the underground facilities. Our mission will be to eliminate all obstacles while securing the location and any underwater craft intact. Under no circumstances should damage be allowed to occur to the facilities or submarines. You may, however, destroy the power plant and command center. According to our information, it should be here. Destroying the power plant may temporarily disable most functions of the enemy base. Their defense troops rely on the command center. Destroying it will give us an opportunity to secure the dock. Also, some Zakus and a pilot, Ensign Nicky Roberto, have been dispatched. They will join us for this operation. Over.
Commander, our allied troops have commenced their attack.
All right. All teams, begin your advance. I repeat, begin your advance.
The inside of the cave has no shelter and lacks sufficient space. Be extra cautious.
Enemy is approaching the dock. What's the status of the anchored submarines? Sir, they've been repaired and crew members remain on board awaiting orders. Roger. We'll abandon this block. Inform all units to keep the enemy at bay, no matter what, until they receive further orders. Alert the submarine crew. They're to prepare for sail. Open gates!
Commander, the enemy is about to open the gates.
Can't we stop them?
It's impossible from here. We can only stop them from the command center.
How much time before the gates open?
I estimate it'll be about 5 minutes from when the gates open to when the submarine launches.
Did you hear that, everyone? Take over the dock within 5 minutes. Prevent the submarine from leaving.
Roger.
Enemy located. Enemy located. Arrived at point.
Code Alpha.
Destruction of power plant confirmed. Enemy facilities impaired.
Arrived at point. Standing by. Enemy located.
Securing of material storage confirmed. Securing of munitions storage confirmed.
Code Bravo.
All right. All that's left now is the dock. Hurry.
Okay.
Enemy located. That's fast.
Our forces have seized this block. I advise you to surrender.
I understand.
We've taken over the dock. Commander, we have word from the ground troops. The surface has been secured, as well as the underground core section.
Mission complete. Post guards until further notice. Over. Our surprise attack through the passage has been successful. We've captured the Federation Forces submarine, and we've also managed to secure the dock with very little damage. The submarines and top-secret documents are under analysis. We'll be able to build our own underwater craft before too long. We've also collected sufficient data on our unit's performance within an enemy base, especially in a very confined space. Our own main forces have finally realized the tactical significance of our unit. We have captured California Base, the largest in North America and the most vital strategic point. While remaining areas are secured, we will advance to Jaburo, the Federation's South American base. Its exact location, however, is still unknown. Our forces landed all around the Earth and took over numerous territories at lightning speed. However, we had expanded the battle line so quickly we were unable to send enough supplies to all those front lines and failed to advance our forces any further. The Federation forces were unable to put up any kind of organized resistance as we had inflicted considerable damage. Still, we had to guard against any guerrilla warfare on our undermanned battle lines. With neither side able to deal a decisive blow to defeat the other, the war remained at a stalemate. Meanwhile, the Federation forces were developing mobile suits of their own that would rival ours. During a guerrilla sweep operation, Commander Shar received news of the V project. He challenged a new type of mobile suit and battleship, the White One and the Trojan Horse. The Trojan Horse evaded Commander Shar's pursuit and descended into the North American territory. However, the enemy was unaware that Commander Shar had strategically forced them into an area currently under the control of Captain Garma Zabi. The enemy survived repeated attacks led by Captain Garma and attempted to escape.
I'm sure you've been informed about the V project, discovered by Commander Shar. And you're aware that the top-secret Trojan Horse has not only managed to endure Commander Shar's relentless attacks, but has also eluded our own efforts to capture it. According to reports, they're presently hiding at the S3 point.
We must commence an immediate sweep of this area to prevent them from advancing any further and escaping our territory.
I will therefore head a mobile squadron and crush the Trojan Horse!
Rear Admiral Cassilia might not have sent me your unit for such operations as this, but I absolutely must sink the Trojan Horse under my own command. I expect your full cooperation in this matter.
Midnight Fenrir. Our latest mission is to search for and locate the Trojan Horse, as well as the mobile suits aboard the ship. The information we've received indicates they're hiding at the S3 point. In support of Captain Garma's operation, we will commence our search of the assigned area. I must emphasize that our mission is restricted to tracking down the Trojan Horse or enemy mobile suits and informing the commander of their location. Leave the strike to Captain Garma's squadron. All units, move out.
Roger.
Don't forget, you'll have limited visibility. Make use of your thermal sensors.
Our mission is to find the Trojan horse and report its position. Don't forget that.
Found the enemy, but it's only a small fry.
Confirmed. Commander, what are your instructions?
They're probably patrol troops. They'll get in the way of our mission. You have permission to attack. Wipe them out, quickly.
Roger.
Captain Garma's squadron has located an enemy mobile suit. Looks like the Trojan horse is not in the vicinity. What are your instructions?
We will continue searching the area until further orders. You never know, there may still be enemy patrol troops.
Roger.
Captain Garma's squadron has opened fire on the enemy.
What?
Wait a minute. There's some disruption in the communication lines.
What's going on?
There's enemy fire from behind, Captain.
From behind?
It's the Trojan horse. Coming up behind us, sir.
Ascend! Ascend now!
I can't!
Change course 180 degrees! I'll ram the gal right into them if I have to! Char, you're not saying that!
You were a very good friend to me. Don't take it personally. Thank your father for this.
Char! You double-crossed me, Char!
This can't be. There's no response from Captain Garma.
All units, we're moving out from this area to confirm the situation regarding Captain Garma.
Glory to the Principality of Zeon!
This latest mission has given our unit valuable data on nighttime operations. However, upon reaching the vicinity where we lost communication with Captain Garma, we were faced with a devastating nightmare. We found the remains of the Gao attack carrier and other aircraft, along with those of casualties. Everything was burning. The scent of defeat choked the air. Captain Garma went down in glory in his battle against the Trojan horse. This was a terrible loss to all officers and soldiers who fought under his command in the North American operation. Today, the Trojan horse broke through our line of siege and escaped our territory.
I've been assigned to take over Vice Admiral Garma's duties to lead our troops in the North American territory. I know everyone feels that Lord Garma's untimely demise is a horrible setback. To bring honor to his great name, we cannot grieve forever, but must instead carry on our glorious leader's crusade against the Federation. Now, I want your unit to head to Odessa and provide backup for the troops in that area. You should keep in mind that the request comes from the leader himself of the Odessa region, Captain Mukuve. According to intelligence received by the captain, the enemy is gathering to attempt a large-scale offensive in Odessa. Significant transfer of troops have been observed in Asian territory, confirming this fact. Our forces are deploying troops to the Gobi Desert to counter the enemy's moves. And guess what? You're the lucky ones. We've chosen to send out your unit from our North American division. Unfortunately, the front line is spread out too thin, and we don't have the luxury of transporting you by Gao attack carrier. As a result of capturing this base, we were able to build Yukon-type submarines, and they'll be a suitable means of transport to your final destination. Prepare to move out immediately. Also, as of today, a new pilot is being transferred to your unit. Over.
Desert Fenrir. Our original plan was to arrive at our destination tomorrow, but circumstances have changed. Our allies are already fighting the Federation forces in the Gobi Desert. The enemy has surrounded our forces' number 3 supply base, and it appears we're the only ones close enough to deal with it. Our allies are in danger and need support. We cannot turn our backs on them. We will disembark and head to the supply base by way of land. Our objective is to provide backup for the defense troops and protect the base from the enemy until reinforcements arrive. First, maneuver to the rear of the enemy's offensive line and break through the least protected area so that we may link up with our allies. According to intelligence, the enemy has taken over a section of the power plant. We intend to secure the power plant and restore the base's functions. Focus on eliminating the enemy inside, then leave the rest to the power plant crew. Once the station is restored, the base's functions should come back online. Once we break past the siege and restore the base's functions, destroy the enemy's command vehicle. This will break down their chain of command and hinder their supply lines. The enemy's in the desert and needs their supplies. So, if we stall them out there long enough as we protect the base, they'll lose morale and have no choice but to retreat. There have been no reports so far of enemy mobile suits in the area, but there's concern over some new Federation models that have been spotted on the outskirts. This particular mobile suit carries cannons on both shoulders. I've heard that the enemy has weakened a few areas in our defense line with the long-range support of this mobile suit. There's every reason to believe that the mobile suit in question may appear in this battle. so we'll have to move on this quickly before our rival gets the upper hand. All units, proceed. Link up with the defense troops. Approach the enemy from behind and create mass chaos. Then break through their offensive line before they can reorganize.
Why panic over a few mobile suits? Order the leaders of the Southern District to re-establish their chain of command, and then concentrate their attack on the mobile suit team approaching from the rear.
Once the enemy recovers from the chaos, we'll be at a disadvantage again. Try and move quickly. Join the base's defense troops.
All right, proceed with the second phase.
What are our guys doing?
There's one. I've made it to the line.
What? We outnumber them to such a colossal degree. We'll stamp them out in no time. All units, attack.
Enemy reinforcements spotted. Looks like it's their mobile suit team.
Mobile suit in question?
I've checked the data from intelligence. There's no mistaking it.
That's a problem. All teams, hurry and destroy the command vehicle. This is the unit that hit our main troops hard. We may not have a chance against them with our battle strength. We've got no choice but to break the enemy's chain of command and hope they give up fighting.
Lieutenant Agar here. Gun cannon team commencing attack. Leave it to us. Now that we're here, those Zeon stooges are in serious trouble. Here we go!
Enemy defense team has been wiped.
Fire at the same target, everyone! Tear through it! All units, retreat! Our command vehicle's been wiped out!
Federation command vehicle destroyed. Enemies in a state of chaos.
All right, each team pay attention. Do not let this opportunity pass us by. Go after them, but don't stray too far.
Code Alpha.
Power plant is up. Functions of the base facilities will be restored shortly.
Agar here. We cannot continue. We'll try to escape.
Enemy retreat confirmed. We won!
All right, that concludes the operation. Stand guard until reinforcements arrive. The enemy attempting to lay siege to our base has retreated upon losing their chain of command. We have proven the tactical significance of our unit. However, we only stopped a fraction of the enemy's massive forces. The severe battle between Zeon and the Federation forces had escalated further into the Gobi Desert, and our units were separated. Having lost contact with the main forces and cut off from supplies, the lost troops wandered the sand dunes helplessly. The desert has swallowed up our footprints, and with them the ominous reminder of our war. Following the completion of our operation in the Gobi, we hurried to gather at Odessa. We took a break in transit, but we had no time to enjoy the magnificent sunrise in Odessa, as we received a transmission from regional headquarters.
Here are your orders from Captain Makuve. Your team will monitor and gather data on the Trojan horse now moving within Zeon-controlled airspace. We have completed our analysis and come up with a projected route of the Trojan horse. As you know, the captain hates to waste any of our forces unnecessarily. Our mining bases have been damaged by the Trojan horse's campaign. Let's avoid further casualties now that the Federation forces are assembling their troops in the Odessa region. This concludes Captain Makuve's report. Try not to hurt yourselves. Over.
Trojan horse. Our mission is to gather data on the Trojan horse and its mobile suits currently proceeding within Zeon-controlled airspace. We're authorized to attack should it become necessary, but this should be considered a last resort. Our primary objective is surveillance and intelligence gathering. This is the same enemy unit that survived an all-out assault of our mobile squadron. No one has ever witnessed such battle strength. Avoid confrontations at all cost. All units, move out. Roger.
Like the enemy's found us.
Our mission is simply surveillance and data collection. Try to avoid contact with the enemy if you can.
I found the gun cannon.
Roger. Please begin gathering data.
Found the white one, the Gundam.
Roger. Please begin gathering data. Gathering data now. Data has been received. Gathering data now. Data has been received. Roger. Please begin gathering data. Gathering data now. Data has been received. Gathering data now. Data has been received. Commander, Lieutenant Uragan is on the line for you.
Lieutenant Uragan here. We've received sufficient data on the Trojan horse. End your pursuit, return at once.
Mission complete. All units, return at once. We were able to locate the Trojan horse. Our team collected sufficient data on both the battleship and its mobile suits, though there was some risk involved. I'm certain that our efforts weren't in vain, and that the data will prove valuable in future operations. By the time we'd reached the combat zone of the Gobi Desert, our allied forces were already losing. With the supply base presently secured, our scattered troops could now link up, which would allow us to regroup. However, this was just one small victory in the overall picture. Up until this point, we'd been successfully defending the base, but I wasn't sure how long we could go on like this. Once the enemy troops reorganized, they were sure to attack again, and soon. November 7th, Odessa. At the request of Captain Makuve, we left the Gobi Desert supply base to assist in the Odessa operations. We were assigned to the front line, where the enemy's main forces were reported to be steadily advancing. Our objective was to keep the enemy at bay until the Black Tri-Stars returned from their assault on the Trojan horse, which had been approaching from the rear.
Thank you for coming. Uragan will provide you with all the details.
Excellent work in the Gobi Desert. Now your unit will be stationed within a segment of our defense line where the enemy's main forces are being deployed. According to intelligence, the enemy will commence an all-out attack at dawn. To counter this, we must hold off the enemy until the Black Tri-Stars return. On a somber note, Lieutenant Mash lost his life in battle. Once the Black Tri-Stars return, we will switch to offensive maneuvers. Make no mistake, though, Captain Makuve firmly believes that in this battle, the first one to move will undoubtedly lose.
Defend Odessa. We have been assigned to defend against the enemy's main forces. In other words, Rebel's own unit. We will put up a defense line so that other enemy troops cannot move on the flank of our own main troops. I'll give you a briefing on our current situation. According to our intelligence, the enemy has deployed mobile artillery in several key locations as a means to contain our activities. In conjunction, they have stationed their assault troops, which are ready to break through our defense line. It might be easier to slip past the mobile artillery to crush Big Tray, but we can't leave the enemy behind us. We'd be risking attacks from the rear. Therefore, our first task will be to destroy the mobile artillery. Use extreme caution, as these enemy weapons were specifically designed to be long-range. To facilitate our operation, we will have to make effective use of our support attacks. Once we wipe out the mobile artillery, head directly to Big Tray and destroy it. That should stop the other enemy troops from breaking through our defense line, at least for the time being. Lieutenant Renchef and Chief Petty Officer Manning will join us for this mission. Over. All units, move out.
Roger.
Roger.
Okay.
We're here to honor the spirit of life. Drift out into space forever in eternal happiness.
I'm well aware these soldiers are personally recommended by Lady Cassilia, but I'm losing patience. Gaia and Ortega need our light due to the operation has begun.
We done know that. We're planning to get our revenge irregardless of your orders.
This mission isn't about revenge. The Trojan horse must be taken out to secure our rear defense.
I know the plan, man. Let's get down.
Enemy located. He's too quick! How do you tell? Contact
Same fool tactics again. Think we're numbskulls? No! Ortega! I'll get you! Dogs can do stunts just like yours. Kaito, maximum power now! Roger, Amuro. Mice. Ortega. I'm sorry, boys.
Lieutenant Uragan. Orders from Captain Makuve. The Fenrir unit will be relocated to K7 point.
Impossible! If we abandon this area, the enemy will break through the defense line.
Doesn't matter. This order takes priority. Please hurry.
Roger. We're heading to K7 point at once.
We're relying on you.
All units, we are now heading to K7 point. The Black Tri-Stars would never return to the front line. Zeon lost its share of ace pilots again. As the terrible battle raged on, we were given a new assignment. Our mission was to guard Captain Makuve's Zanzibar until takeoff. With Captain Makuve in command, Zanzibar would leave the war-torn Odessa and head into space. The Federation forces launched an all-out attack and breached our defense line in several areas. This misfortune was unavoidable, given the loss of our communication system, compounded by our inability to regroup. Even so, each and every soldier had given their best on the battlefield. At this stage, though, we were unable to stop the Federation forces. Our troops commenced their retreat from Odessa. The commander of each unit was attempting to carry out the difficult task of withdrawing while keeping disorder to a minimum. We too were on our way to the rendezvous point.
Dobday rescue.
The enemy has breached our defense line in several areas. We are now in danger of being besieged by the Federation. Other units have commenced their retreat, but it will be a difficult task in this state of chaos. The conditions around us are indeed grave. We must pull out of Odessa before the enemy surrounds us and link up with the Yukon submarines at the rendezvous point. However, before we take off, I want you to do one more thing. In a location not too far from here, the Dobday is under attack by the enemy, which has rendered it immobile. My guess would be its caterpillar tread is damaged. We must protect the Dobday from enemy attack and buy some time until all crew members are able to evacuate. Prepare to move out immediately. Over. James, report current situation.
Blue team, all clear.
Red team, all clear.
Green team, A-OK.
All right, commence operation.
Linking up with the Dobday takes top priority. Hurry!
Enemy retreat confirmed. We won!
We've successfully rescued the entire crew from the Dobday. Every soldier and officer who had fought courageously in Odessa must not only retreat, but also fight through the enemy siege. And we must hold off the enemy in pursuit as we head to our rendezvous point. To reach the Yukon submarines, we pressed through Odessa, where our forces were scrambling after the loss of their communications system. On our way, we encountered other retreating units. We escorted these Allied soldiers while hurrying to the rendezvous point. The Hunter. We're getting close to our rendezvous point with the Yukon submarines. Here, we'll separate from our allies we met along the way and continue on. The Odessa defense line has been breached in several areas, and I've been informed that enemy troops are in pursuit. We'll see if we can make it to the rendezvous point first, or if the enemy beats us to it. We will watch our backs carefully while we proceed. Should the pursuing enemy troops come too close, we'll hold them back and buy time for our allies to flee to safety. We'll head over to the rendezvous point afterward. We will never abandon our allies under any circumstances. Over. All units, watch for enemies.
You're not getting away. All units, don't allow a single soldier to escape. If you do, that enemy may come back someday and take you out. Keep that in mind and destroy them all! Huh? Yes, they're the ones. I fought them in the Gobi. Stubborn creeps. I'll put an end to this. It's payback time!
They've caught up to us. All units, protect our allies. Secure a path to retreat.
This feeling, I don't like it. Get out! Stop tormenting me!
Enemy retreat confirmed. We won!
We succeeded in shaking off the pursuing enemy. Our next step was to hurry to our rendezvous point, and so we parted ways with our allied troops. I'm afraid they'll have to fight even tougher battles from now on, and so will we. Odessa was still reeling from the loss of their communication system. We escaped Odessa and returned safely to California base. Around the time of our return, Captain Shar's Mad Angler Squadron was in pursuit of the Trojan horse. Thanks to Captain Shar, who had observed the enemy's ship reaching its headquarters, we finally determined the exact location of Jaburo. November 30th. Preparations were underway to assemble all our available units and take over Jaburo.
Thanks to the report from the Mad Angler Squadron, we've determined the exact location of the enemy's general headquarters, Jaburo. We'll gather all of our battle strength to attack and secure the base. Your mission is simple. Descend to your designated location and bring your area under control. That's all you need to do. If we succeed, all the difficulties we now face will be stamped out, and there will be hope for our future. 2 new members have been transferred here to join us for this mission. I've taken the liberty of assigning them to your unit. Get the details from your lieutenant commander.
Attack Jaburo. Thanks to Captain Shar's Mad Angler Squadron, we have mapped the exact location of Jaburo. Ever since our arrival on Earth, its whereabouts had remained a mystery. Now we are prepared to assemble all available battle strength and crush Jaburo. We will descend with other units from the Gao and sneak into Jaburo from one of the entrances discovered by our scout unit. Then, as we move deeper into the base, we'll secure positions one at a time. You're all aware that the progress of this war so far hasn't left much room for optimism. But if we destroy Jaburo, the enemy's general headquarters, it just might be the turning point to raise the morale of our comrades on other fronts and to crush the spirit of our enemy. I expect you to do your best. One more thing. Lieutenant Sophie and Lieutenant Sandra will join us for this operation. Over. Teams, report current situation.
Blue team, all clear.
Red team, all clear.
Green team, A-OK.
All right. All units, move in. All units, move in.
Enemy troops have reached the dock. Counterattack! Counterattack!
Arrived at operation point. Standing by.
Code Alpha.
Careful. Enemy has added reinforcements.
I've arrived at the operation point.
It's the end of the line. Unfortunately, this doesn't seem to be it. None of these facilities look like command headquarters. It's more likely a dock for space warships. There's one space warship here. Is this the Trojan horse? No, it seems somewhat different.
Checking data. Vessel is not in our database. Space warship similar type as the Trojan horse.
Ah, fool's errand.
I'm changing our attack target. Destroy the space warship as well as all facilities in the area. We paid a heavy price to get this far. Let's make it worthwhile.
Unidentified mobile suit approaching. Please be careful.
What? A new model?
Single enemy appears to be a Gundam type.
Get him! Destroy everything in sight! Absolutely everything!
Roger.
So, we meet again.
That voice. You're that pilot.
I couldn't finish you off the other day, but we'll fix that. I'll use this new model to get rid of you!
Lieutenant Agar, what are you doing? The mud rock is not complete. Please return!
Look what's happening! You want everything to be perfect? If it moves, it'll do.
Confirmed. Destruction of new model of enemy mobile suit.
All units, retreat! The other units are struggling to keep afloat. All units have started to pull back. Despite assembling all the military strength at our disposal, our attempt to move on Jaburo ended in retreat. We succeeded in damaging the enemy's new model of mobile suit, in addition to their battleship. But as for the core facilities, our forces simply weren't big enough to secure all of Jaburo. I didn't expect the Federation to have this much strength. However, the fact that we were able to do some damage to the enemy's general headquarters should be enough to raise morale among our comrades fighting in other areas and cause unrest among our enemies. But it wasn't without considerable cost. More than half of the mobile suits that participated in this operation were destroyed, along with their pilots. We shall never forget the blood-red sunset over Jaburo that day. The Federation forces had commenced counterattack operations in North America. The enemy's final target was California base. Some time ago, it had been our own target, and now it became the last stronghold for all our remaining North American forces. Final defense. already know, the Federation forces are aggressively taking the offensive, even here in North America. We have, of course, been put on the defensive, and it's going to be a desperate fight. The enemy is approaching California base, and their attacks against our perimeter are growing more powerful by the day. I've just been informed that the enemy is about to breach a section of our defense line. We'll head out immediately and stop the enemy from crossing the line. Over. Teams, report current situation.
Blue team, all clear.
Red team, all clear.
Green team, all clear.
All right, commence operation.
Code Alpha.
retreat confirmed. We won!
Our unit was instrumental in successfully protecting the defense line from the enemy. Though the battles would get tougher, it looked like we could hold out for now. But for how long? December 13th. The Federation has intensified their attack. It is now only a matter of time before California base is besieged. During this time, the base was sending soldiers, officers, and supplies into outer space, using every ship capable of escaping Earth's atmosphere, until there was only one HLV left. In order to ensure that the last vessel would be sent safely into space, someone had to remain on Earth to protect the launch pad. Some were in favor of sending us into space, but without us, there was little chance of the launch pad being adequately protected. The battle strength of California base, once the largest in North America, had dwindled to nothing. I made the decision to remain behind. As long as comrades were still fighting on Earth's soil, I would never step foot off this planet.
This is the final stage of our relocation of officers, soldiers, and supplies from the North American region into outer space. I thank you all for your great work. This will be the last HLV to launch from California base. I had originally planned to have you all board the vessel, but it doesn't seem possible now. The Federation forces are approaching, and they intend to keep the last HLV from lifting off. We must form a defense unit using volunteers. Inform your personnel that this is a volunteer mission, and to give it some thought before they decide.
Hail Zeon! First of all, I'm proud to see that you have all decided to remain. Though this mission is a raw deal, I'm pleased you have chosen to join in. As you know, we have been sending all our war resources into space, using every ship capable of escaping Earth's atmosphere. This vessel is the last one. The last HLV is preparing to take off. Our mission is to hold off the enemy attempting to stop the launch, and buy enough time for the HLV to reach the safety of outer space. In order to do so, the formation of a defense line to hold off the enemy isn't enough. This measure alone won't prevent the enemy from advancing. We must also disrupt their communication system. This has proven to be the most effective tactic in our previous battles with the Federation. This, of course, means less units fighting on the defense line, which makes it a bit risky. But I know we are the only ones who can carry out this mission. After we see our comrades off, I expect you to make it through alive, so we may all gather together again. Victory to Zeon! Those words I shall use as a prayer for the future of all space noids. Hail Zeon! let the enemy get any closer until the HLV takes off. Got that?
Roger.
Taken out. Without their communication system, enemy troops are in complete disarray.
Good. All units, get ready to...
Wait a minute. Intense heat source approaching. It's fast, but it can't be. No mistake about it. It's Gundam!
What?
Sorry I kept you waiting. It's payback time.
The enemy troops who were in complete disarray are reorganizing themselves. This time it's our own defense unit that's starting to run around in a panic.
This is only one mobile suit. It's unbelievable how powerful it is. All units, we're destroying Gundam.
Roger.
There it is. This is the mobile suit I've been waiting for. It combines Gundam's mobility with incredible firepower and long-range capabilities of a cannon. Destroy you for sure this time, you Zeon scum!
It seems to have better mobility since we last saw it at Jaburo. Be careful.
On unit! Check out my firepower! What's going on? I don't like this feeling. What's wrong? Move! Move! I didn't expect it would end like this. That emblem. You mean it's the guy from that day? No, it can't be. During that battle, I remember sending a missile straight into his cockpit. You guys are really persistent, you Zeon scum.
Gundam isn't moving at all. Enemy troops now retreating.
All troops, go to alert status 2. We were successful in sending off the last HLV into space without any disruptions from the enemy. The focus of the war would now shift from Earth to outer space. However, this was by no means an end to the battles on Earth. As long as our comrades remained here, we would fight. Our supplies might diminish and our enemy's siege might escalate with each passing day. Even so, we would endure to the end. We would never give up. Not until the day our comrades up in space return once again to Earth.
My brave and loyal Zeon soldiers, I'm pleased to report that the solar ray has reduced half the Federation forces to stardust. This brilliant light is proof that Zeon's justice is served. With the massive damage incurred, any battle strength the Federation forces may have left will be of no consequence. In other words, what remains of them is little more than debris. It is with confidence that I hereby declare it impossible for this weak host of enemies to force its way past Abaulaku. There is no other way for mankind to last forever except by living under the direct control of we, the chosen superior race of Zeon. If this war drags on, it will pose a serious threat to all of mankind. We must teach those slow-witted people of the Earth Federation a lesson they will always remember. The time is now! This is the hour for mankind to stand up for the future that awaits us! Hail, Zeon!
Commander, just got word that our allies need reinforcements. What'll we do?
We won't abandon any allies in danger.
I understand. I'll get everyone together.
Good idea.
The last Fang. At ease. We received a message from some allies requesting assistance. Judging by the fact that the recurring message isn't coded, we can assume the situation is desperate. There's no intelligence on the enemy's battle strength or on their current deployment, but we must provide support for our allies as soon as possible. We will advance toward the source of the signal and wipe out enemy troops in the vicinity. Depending on the severity of the situation, we may cut our way through the enemy and escort our allies as we retreat. Once we rescue them, we can link up with our allied forces in this area. All units, make sure to equip yourselves with plenty of gear before we move out. Over. All units, move out!
Our allies are repeating their transmission. We must hurry.
Number 11
supply unit here. We've been besieged by the enemy and we're helpless. Reinforcements requested. Reinforcements! Somebody, please respond!
Sorry we're late. You'll be all right now. Don't worry.
Good. Reinforcements. We're saved.
Enemy retreat confirmed. We won!
Good. All units, we're clearing this area.
Commander, wait a moment, please. I'm receiving a transmission on all channels. I'll patch it through.
Attention all Zeon officers and soldiers. I am Prime Minister Darcia Bakarov. Supreme Commander Giran Zabi, along with Rear Admiral Kasilia Zabi, have lost their lives in battle. Therefore, the Bawaku has surrendered. At present, the Republic of Zeon and the Earth Federation government have agreed to a ceasefire. Our battle has come to an end. I beseech you, officers and soldiers, as the national sovereign, I have proper authority to give the order. All forces, immediately suspend hostilities and lay down your weapons. I repeat, immediately suspend hostilities and lay down your weapons. The war is over. Attention all Zeon officers and soldiers. I am Prime Minister Darcia Bakarov. Supreme Commander Giran Zabi, along with...
We arrived safely at the command headquarters while escorting the Allied troops we had rescued. The Prime Minister's ceasefire announcement was being broadcast repeatedly even now. The actions of the Federation forces and other factors indicated that the agreed-upon ceasefire was indeed genuine. The Principality of Zeon had been defeated. For our nation, for justice, and for the protection of our loved ones, defending the Zeon flag, our soldiers were pitted against a formidable enemy. Each came from a different background, and each fought for a different personal reason, and many lost their lives. The Principality of Zeon was defeated. However, as long as there are comrades who continue to fight for their beliefs, kindled by their love for those on the home front, our own battle will likely never end.